Okay, welcome back everybody to our latest coverage. I hope everyone's having a good day. So, today we've got an enhanced risk of severe weather in place. Let's get that up for you. In places like Oklahoma, South Kansas, and in North Texas. In the orange, and then in the yellow we've got the slight risk going from Kansas City all the way down to the border, and then a larger marginal risk. And we do have two other areas to watch out for. This one just south of Columbus and going down into Mayville, Cincinnati, Athens and Lancaster, and this one over near Washington, Philadelphia, Harrisburg and Charlottesville. We do have some severe storms out there at the moment, but I'm going to just talk about tomorrow's threat as well, which is a enhanced risk, and this will be driven by the tornadoes for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks to be a tornado outbreak anywhere in sort of like Madison, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, and Springfield all look to be under for some severe storms. If we look at the tornado risk for today, we have a 5% risk in South Kansas going through central Oklahoma down into northern Texas, including Wichita, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, and also in Abilene, and also Wichita Falls. Um, Also, we do have a 2% risk just south of Columbus, Lancaster, and Athens. If we look at the wind risk for today, we've got these two 15% risks once again, just south of Columbus in places like Maysville and Cincinnati, and this one over in Washington and just southwest of Philadelphia, and then a 30% wind risk for Oklahoma City, and more central parts of Oklahoma and southern Kansas as well. If we look at the hail outlook for today, there's once again a 30% risk. Places like Oklahoma City and northern Texas and southern Kansas are all going to be looking for some large hail, possibly reaching the size of baseballs, potentially even a little bit larger with today's setup. If we look at the model one for today, sorry, just give me a sec. Okay, if you look at the model one, not that. We already have storms out there over on the east threat. We already have a lot of severe warnings, lots of storms starting to fire up, but this threat over in Oklahoma doesn't really fully get going until the next couple of hours, where we'll have lots of storms starting to develop right around 7 p.m. Actually, a little bit sooner, sorry. And these things are just going to explode out in West Oklahoma, and they're going to be producing large hail damaging wind gusts, and once again, maybe a tornado. These are going to go from pretty much nothing to everything. So yeah, once again, a big risk for Oklahoma, North Texas, and southern Kansas, and then this risk over in places like Pittsburgh and Morgantown. They will go from these discrete cells into more of a line of storms, which will then mean more of a damaging wind risk rather than anything. But we do have a severe thunderstorm watch out there at the moment, and let me just run through all the warnings. So we've got this one just south of Farmington in places like Ironton and just east of Centerville. This is actually warned for it's tornado possible, 1 inch hail, and also 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. If we look at the velocity here, might be a little bit of a broad circulation there. Nothing looking too concerning at the moment with that storm, mostly just a large hail and maybe a damaging wind gust risk. If you look at this one just to the north of Louisville, Louisville, sorry, just north of Salem, we do have a storm producing some damaging wind gusts of up to 60 miles an hour, 1 inch sized hail. And then back in the watch, we have this storm just south of Charleston, which is going to be producing 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and 1 inch hail. And if we go out to the storm just north of Athens, 1 inch hail, 1 inch sized hail, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Let's look at these storms just south of Columbus. I think this storm right here near Logan, it's going to have to be warned. Some damaging hail. I think that's what's going to happen a little bit. And then we have this one just to the south of Salem, or just south of Rocky Mount. One its size telling 60 mile an hour wind gusts. This has been developing over a short little time. And this one just south of Sparta, or just north of Wilkesboro, producing 1 inch size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So yeah, we do have this severe thunderstorm watch places just south of Pittsburgh, Athens, Cincinnati, Maysville, Ironton, and wait, sorry guys, let me just check whether that's set up. Okay, we should be good to go. Okay. So the probabilities with these, the probability of 10 plus severe hail events is 20%. The probability of 10 plus severe wind events, which is 60 mile an hour or more, for the hail it's 1 inch or more, is a 40% chance. If we look at hail exceeding 2 inches, that's going to be a 10% risk. A strong tornado EFT plus, pretty much no chance, less than 2% chance. A wind risk or wind exceeding 65 knots, 20%, and 2 or more tornadoes, 10%, and 6 plus combined events is 60% chance. So our main risk with this is going to be some scattered large hail and damaging wind gust risk. This isn't really our main risk, it's once again down in Oklahoma where we are going to get these storms that are going to be firing up in the next couple hours. These are really just going to explode into cells that are going to be producing tornadoes, hail, and pretty much everything that you can think of. Let's check whether that's a new warning. But yeah, those storms are the most concerning ones at the moment. Now, beyond today and tomorrow, we will have another day of severe weather back up in the same region that will see severe weather tomorrow, an enhanced risk. Let's go to that. Okay. Place like Des Moines, just south of Cedar Rapids. Couple tornadoes, some damaging wind gusts and large hails all going to be possible tomorrow as well. If we look, I'll just show you guys tomorrow's risk as well. Tomorrow is going to be the main day, I think, in terms of tornadoes. Places just south or west of Chicago and places like Davenport and Springfield where there is a 10% hatched risk. Now, if there is a little uptick, I won't be surprised if we see a small little 15% risk somewhere in there, because it does look to be quite a favourable environment tomorrow out there in places like just west of Chicago. But in places like Chicago, we could see a tornado as well. The hail risk for tomorrow is 30%, and tomorrow's wind risk. Oh, so that was the wind risk, and this is the hail risk. So it's mainly going to be tornadoes and wind tomorrow, and today is going to be mostly hail and wind. But we could see a large tornado today. That is 100% possible. Got lots of storms starting to fire up near New Martinsville and around that area. A lot of these could become severe. Pretty sure that was just that was just one of them shrinking. This storm just north of New Martinsville looks to be producing some hail. Wouldn't be surprised if that one gets issued. Let's see, is this Pittsburgh one a bit closer? We just got a new warning. Wow, for that storm that I was literally just mentioning. For 1 inch hail and 60 mph wind gust. Holy prediction. Coming up on Cameron in the next little while. This storm down here, I'm pretty sure, is the only one with a tornado possible label on it. There was a little bit of, a tiny bit of rotation. You can see the bit of red there and the green right there and there. I don't really think that's going to be a risk anymore. Just a lot of pop-up storms starting to go up. A lot of these storms are actually quite high echo tops. This one over near Logan, I'm still surprised it's not got a severe warning on it. It looks to be producing some hail, some 1 inch sized hail. This one also just south of Parkersburg. This one over in Shinston as well. We could easily get like 2 more severe warnings. Oh, my back. Okay, sorry about that. Storm just south of Martinsville at the moment. Looking to be producing maybe a bit of small hail. You'd actually get a 1 inch sized hail report just to the west of Lynchburg. This was reported by the broadcast media in Bedford, and the report relayed from we sat ABC 1 3 magnitude 1 inch. That's not what I meant to do. That's definitely not what I meant to do. This storm just north of Louisville, still producing some or 1 inch sized hail, sorry, as it continues to head towards Brownstown. But yeah, I mean, over in Oklahoma, this is going to be an absolutely insane day. We're going to have storms developing over the next couple hours. Just going to be exploding in the next couple hours, and all these cells are going to be producing large hail, damaging wind, tornadoes. So yeah, looking like quite a interesting situation over in Oklahoma, southern Kansas, and northern Texas. This storm's just south of Charleston near Madison. Still warned for 1 inch sized hail and 60 mph wind gusts. So this one near Louisville as well. This warning just got extended, I think, for this storm that's going to be moving up into Scottsburg. 1 inch sized hail and 60 mph wind gusts. Oh no, sorry. This one near Salem and moving east. Thought storms were moving north today, but they weren't. By the way, if you like the coverage, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe. We are on the road to 100 subscribers. Hopefully, we can do that before my birthday, which is May 25th. That'd be great if we could do that. Check that's alright. Okay. Got a lot of storms just to the west of Louisville, starting to go up. And then we got a 1.7 inch, 1.75 inch hail report in Monroe, and this was observed along Brackenbridge Road. So golf ball sized hail at 7:28. So that's my time. About an hour ago. Let me see, an hour ago. So 7:24. So yeah, it was that storm near Woodsville. Oh, you can see that there. And that is the same storm, so it could still well be producing golf ball sized hail. This one near Logan, I'm still surprised that it's not severe warned yet. Sorry about that. I'm very sorry about that, guys. I was checking that everything was okay with the overlays and stuff. Um, hmm. Got a lot of storms firing up just southwest of Cincinnati and places like Louisville as well. One that's rattling through at the moment, Louisville. Probably producing some scattered lightning, maybe some 40-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Scattered in there. But yeah, once again, this is nowhere near our main threat. Our main threat's going to be at least a couple hours away. This is the slight risk, and we've got a enhanced risk. Cells are going to start firing up in the next couple hours. These are going to really just explode. You can see that just going to absolutely explode in the next couple hours, producing large hail, damaging wind gusts, and a tornado. Potentially even a large tornado. It can't be ruled out today. Got a lot of storm chasers out there. Storm chaser Edgar O'Neill, Ryan Skull, some other people out there as well. So yeah, something we're going to have to watch out for in the near future. And then tomorrow's risk is it's going to be very big as well. A lot of wind gusts and tornadoes tomorrow. Damaging wind gusts. Still surprised the storm over near Logan, sorry, isn't warned. Storm over near Lightsburg isn't severe warned anymore. We do actually have a decent amount of storms developing sort of near Rocky Mount, west of Martinsville and east of Sparta. We actually got a second hail report. Hail of at least 1 inch in diameter was observed along McIntosh Drive, and this was reported by the public right around 40 minutes ago. Jeez. We are still far from the main event here. This time over in Scottsburg, looking to be producing 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as it moves its way in town over the next couple of minutes. We've got a new severe warning for the storm over near Waterford. So yeah, pretty much just a continuation of this other severe thunderstorm warning. Still think this storm over near Logan could be a severe one, but check these storms for a bit of rotation. Oops. So just north of Louisville. This one down in Farmington was tornado. Oh, okay. A little bit of little bit of rotation, like the smallest rotation can really ever get. Over in Annapolis. If that up takes it, that could become something a little bit more concerning. Not for now though. So my wind gusts just to the southwest of Madison at the moment. This storm once again over in Logan should be severe warned. We've got two storms over near a place called Logan that I think should be severe warned. This one down here, and this one up here. We just have loads of cells going up right now. And by the way, this big orange polygon is a severe thunderstorm watch. You can see over here the probabilities. We just get a new warning for this one that I just had. That was good timing. Let me just move that up here. Okay, I'll just let you guys look at the probabilities just for a sec. Lower down. Good prediction from me there, actually. But yeah, so temper. So the probability of 10 or more severe hail events is 20%. 10 or more severe wind events 40%. Hail greater than 2 inches 10%. Strong tornado EFD plus pretty much no risk. Less than 2% to be exact. Wind exceeding 65 knots or equaling or going above 65 knots is a 20% chance. 2 or more tornadoes 10%, and 6 or more combined events. This warning or this watch, sorry, is mostly just going to be a damaging wind gusts of up to 65% and an isolated hail events to 1.5 inches. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like one tornado. I think there's going to be a brief spin up somewhere in this risk. Once again, Oklahoma is the main risk. We're going to have massive storms going up over the next couple of hours. You can see here, all of these are going to be producing hail, maybe even a tornado, wind gusts. I mean, they're just going to explode out of nowhere, really. That's the type of environment that we're dealing with today. Check up on the storm near Logan. This storm in New Martinsville, I wouldn't be surprised if it's producing a little bit more than 1 inch sized hail, but I think because of where all the radars are, you can't really upgrade that. Why does it sometimes do that? Is that a closer one? Apparently that's our closer radar, but it's a lot closer. That's 30 miles away, and this one is about 60 miles. So yeah. This storm just north of Louisville, mainly just going to be damage and wind gust risk. Maybe a little, maybe some hail, up to 1 inch sized, and this will move its way, west southwest, going into like South Madison, and also in Vienna over the next couple minutes. Got a storm over near Lynchburg at the moment. But yeah, we've just got lots of cells firing up in this warning, in this watch, sorry. But once again, today's risk is a 3 out of 5 enhanced risk. This is our main region, but this is where things are going on at the moment. Over the next couple hours, we're not going to be covering this. Let's just put it that way. We're going to be covering this. I mean, massive storms are going to go up, producing tornadoes, damaging wind gusts. We actually just got this run. So You can probably see this risk over in Chicago. So that is a risk tomorrow, which is the 10% tornado risk. Now, this was all sort of dependent on what convection will be out there in the morning. It's looked to be okay at the moment. We're going to have lots of storms out there, so we're thinking that it's going to be a big day tomorrow. But first we got to get through today, because today's going to be a big day as well. We're just put on tomorrow's risk. The enhanced risk over near Chicago, a 10% tornado risk, could see some large tornadoes, 30% wind risk, and a 15% hail risk. Just put that wind risk on again. Just thought I pressed it too fast. And also, day 3 risk, we still have an enhanced risk of having 3 days of significant severe weather. Possibly severe weather outbreaks, maybe even one day being a tornado outbreak. For the first 3 days of April. I think this storm over near Logan really needs a severe warning for 1 inch sized hail. New warning. It wasn't a new warning. It's just one updating. It's kind of annoying because that noise still happens whenever one of them just updates. So it sometimes tricks me, and most of the time it does. We'll probably have a video out tomorrow. We're not done a video for so long in the forecast. We'll probably have one tomorrow for the severe storms, and then we do have a bit of a snow risk. If we go into the HRRR model actually, and go down to the precipitation type, we can see there's going to be a bit of a snow event in the northern portions of the US. Some freezing rain up to 1 inch, by the way. So that's also going to be a big risk tomorrow. Places like Minneapolis could see a lot of freezing rain. Let's do this. So yeah, we're going to be dealing with a lot of mini snowstorm or winter storm in March. It's April, sorry. In April. I still think that we're in March, but we're far from March. We're actually in April. By the way, if you were one of the 2 people that just not subscribed but liked, greatly appreciated. On that note of subscribing, it would be great if you could subscribe. We are trying to hit 100 subscribers before May 25th, which is my birthday. So yeah, that would be great. You can subscribe. We do pretty much daily SBC outlooks. In short, read them pretty much daily. Well, they are daily. So yeah. There's a storm just northeast of New Martinsville at the moment, producing 1 inch size tail, 60 mph wind gust. The storm was just there was a report of 1.75 inch size tail. It's just gone off because it's just past the hour mark. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's still at that sort of magnitude. This one over near Watford, 1 inch in size tail and 60 mph wind gusts. I still feel as if this storm near just east of Logan, sorry, I think this should still be severe warned. There's also the storm just south of Logan, which I actually predicted. Coming up on Malroy, 1 inch size tail and 60 mph wind gusts moving into places like Oceana and Pineville. And we do have this storm just north of Louisville, producing 60 mile an hour wind gusts and 1 inch sized hail. Places like Scottsburg, you're probably under that at the moment. A lot of storms in this area at the moment. A lot of them. A lot of storms just to the south and north and west and east of Louisville, so all around Louisville at the moment. Don't really have lots of cameras up here. Let's check out this one near Mason. Might have a decent view. Oops. So that's going to be this storm just to the, just in Mason. Check out this view. That's actually some pretty decent hail that's falling there at the moment. You can see that on your screen. That is some decent sized hail there falling. This storm is really nothing on radar, but I mean, I guess even little blips like this can produce hail. I guess bigger storms can. Well, I would guess that anyway, but it's not that frequent. But you can start seeing some larger just bits of hail scattered in there, with the slightly smaller stuff. Very infrequent there, so. Come off this note. This one just in Lebanon at the moment. This is looking west northwest, which we'll be looking at this storm. So I think that's the storm right there. If it's looking west, oh, so west northwest. I thought it was looking west southwest. We just got a new warning. Where is that for? This is not where I'd be looking for today. Just north of Meridian. At the moment, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued. I think you guys are just under the SBC outlook. Yeah, just a general thunderstorm risk, but severe thunderstorm at the moment just north of Meridian. So yeah. All the hail starting to rain down at the moment. A lot of storms south and west of or south and east, sorry, of Cincinnati. But once again, we did get a 1 inch sized hail report over in Lynchburg about 50 minutes ago. We could have some more hail coming in town. So yeah, those were from a separate storm. This is a storm that's literally tracking in the same path. It's like literally going to go over the hail reports pretty much. This one was from Broadcast Media, and so and the magnitude was 1 inch. And then we do have another one, and this one was the remark of hail at least 1 inch in diameter was observed along Macintosh Drive not so long ago. That was just to the southwest of Coffee, or just to the southeast of Coffee, in County Bedford. This storm in Scottsburg, which is just north of Louisville, probably most likely producing some small hail and damaging wind gusts as it tracks east. Pull on the right side of your screen. But once again, our main risk isn't here today. It is in Oklahoma. We have lots of cells around here though, firing up. But this is still going to be the main risk over in Oklahoma, where we're just going to have loads of storms developing, hail, tornadoes, damaging wind gusts. All are very possible going into later this afternoon, into the evening, and even overnight. We could have a nocturnal tornado. Okay. Going into well, yeah, the afternoon and late afternoon and evening. We could. I mean, these cells are just going to be literally from nothing to these bigger storms. I actually wouldn't be surprised if they fire up a little bit sooner than what this model is showing, or what the HLL model is showing. The first storms will actually be northeast Oklahoma, and then the sort of the bigger storms are going to be coming right after, and then from about um sorry from 6 hours ahead, so from 7 till about midnight is going to be the main risk, and then it will mostly just go into a line which will be a damaging wind risk going into late tonight and into early tomorrow morning. That's going to be the main risk. And then actually the HRR's model has updated enough where we can see tomorrow's threat, which is just west of Chicago. We're going to have some showery thunderstorms moving their way through in the morning hours, but then as we go into tomorrow, we're going to just have loads of storms out there. 10% tornado risk tomorrow, 30% wind risk, and a 15% hail risk. All going to be in place for tomorrow. By the way, we did get a flood report. Well, the remark is the Rocky Ford Creek is out of its bank and is overflowing. So we've got a burst river just south of Bowling Green at the moment. But yeah, we have a tornado to the east of Jacksonville at the moment. I didn't really expect this, but 1 inch has tell 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's pretty much been every storm at the moment. There's a storm just north of Louisville, probably producing some hail. Looks to be mainly a wind risk, but it's starting to become a little bit disorganised over the last little while. Still some large hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts though. The storm in Malloy producing 1 inch highest hail and then less than 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And there's one in just to the northeast of New Martinsville. 1 inch highest hail. storm just to the south of Wheeling or just to the northeast of New Martinsville. Looking to be a lot more disorganised. 1 inch size, tail 60 mph wind gusts still possible with this though. But yeah, we are far from the main event tonight, which is the enhanced risk. This is just going to blow up over the next couple hours. Cells and large hail and tornadoes, or cells that are going to be producing large hail and tornadoes, all going to be possible, or all are going to be likely actually tomorrow, or today, sorry. Jeez, getting mixed up. By the way, we also have to watch for a sneaky winter storm going into later. I'll show you guys this. Sorry. A warning. Where was that? Wow, okay. I did not really think that I would be talking about that region much, but we are. Why is it not showing? Just show me the winter weather, mate. Show me the precipitation. Yeah, it's already been snowing in places like Bismarck at the moment, but this is going to evolve into a major system. 1 inch freezing rain, so possible power outages tomorrow. I mean, this is going to just it's not going to be a major winter storm. It's going to be a winter storm that's going to produce a couple of feet of snow. I'll show you guys this. A couple of inches, geez. Oh my golly. Not feet of snow from this. Just do this from then. So yeah, maybe like 8 inches, maybe max. I would expect 5 to sort of 2 to 5. If y'all are in Canada, South Canada, this is sort of like the main region that the storm will impact. It'll sort of be sort of like weak, and then it'll start of grow over in southeast Canada, and then it'll sort of start to fizzle out as it goes to northeast, America. This storm north of New Orleans, once again, I don't think I would be covering this today, but we can have a look. Just north of Covington and to the east of Franklinton, impacts in places like Bagalooza at the moment, and just heading up into Venado, west of Poplarville, with 60 mph wind gusts and 1 inch size tail. A lot of storms firing up down here. These could become severe very quick. So that one just expired. Also, it's taken off 8 minutes early. But this storm just north of Louisville, still producing 60 mph wind gusts and 1 inch size tail. So we are back down, or we are down to 4 tornado or severe thunderstorm warnings. I'll update on your screen in just a second. So, we just got a new mesoscale discussion. I was literally just going to look for mesoscale discussions, but for the Oklahoma threat, but severe thunderstorm. So yeah, put that there. Can you see that? That should be perfect. So what to expect? Okay, perfect. Isolated to widely scattered storms may develop and move off east of the Blue Ridge. Isolated wind damage may occur with the stronger storms. Limited coverage of stronger activity limits confidence in the need for a watch. This afternoon, trends will be monitored. So there's a 40% chance in places like Northern Virginia, Central and Eastern Maryland, and far southern Pennsylvania. There's a chance that there is a severe thunderstorm watch a little later on this afternoon and evening for y'all. We can actually see here there's quite a lot of cape, or it's not actually 75 to 1000 cape. Could be more. So it's mostly going to be a wind risk. If we look at what you all are under for the wind risk, 15% risk, hail relatively low, and then there's a tornado risk, but it's just to the west. So yeah, it's mostly going to be winds. When storms start to fire up, I don't think they're firing up yet. Or they are actually starting to fire up. So if these storms can uptrend in places like Culper, Harrisonburg, just southwest of Washington, or pretty much in Washington at this point, we could see a severe thunderstorm watch. So that's definitely something to watch out for if you're over in those areas. Do you have a lot of storm chasers out there? People like Edgar O'Neill, who currently is actually not live. Ryan Skull, who's live. Positioning for today's threat. Because there isn't any more storms out there. Over the next couple hours, it will explode. And we have Storm Chaser Max Archer. We have Storm Chaser Meza Hunter out there. And we've got a couple cameras down there as well. See, does this? Don't think this will have. No. For the most part, if you don't get caught out by a severe thunderstorm or even a shower out here, which looks to be almost impossible, it's a nice day out there. A place like Hattiesburg, reaching 71. I kind of expect to be a bit warmer than that. Yeah, 85 sounds about right. So a nice crisp day out there. It's actually got a brilliant view of one of the storms. You can see that out there. Let's bring that back to radar for a sec. So this is that storm. Oh, actually has two cameras, but it's this one. It's looking east, isn't it? I presume it's looking east. Oh, southeast. So yeah. I'll leave this on just for a second, guys, when I go and get something. Um, let's see whether we can get a lightning on the stream. I'll have to come back and see whether there was lightning. But yeah, it's a nice storm. Quite photogenic. This wait, actually, just give me a sec. I don't think this is moving in the. Oh no, it will be. So this storm is actually going to come to this camera in Colombia, so it's going to be interesting to see how this develops. So just give me a couple moments while I go grab something. So yeah, let me know whether there's any lightning after. Okay. See you in a bit. And actually, a couple seconds. Okay, now that we are armed with more water and a chocolate bar, we can continue. We did get a new severe thunderstorm warning for 1, 2, 3, 4. Just making sure I'm not sorry. Just east of Morgantown at the moment, or west of Cumberland. 1 inch size tail and 60 mile an hour wind gust. So I don't want to hear you guys eating. I don't want you to hear me eat. So this is looking. By the way, this temperature has dropped a lot over the past couple of minutes, but this is looking east southeast or south. So yeah, I will be looking at this storm that's heading up. It's in Colombia, so we'll probably get a good view of this little cell over the next couple of minutes. But let's go through the severe warnings, severe thunderstorm warnings. We've got this one just to the east of Philadelphia at the moment. Let's see, it's a live camera which is in the vicinity. Don't think that there'll be anything on this. So yeah, this will be a storm right here. This is looking southwest. So that will be those over there that you just saw. This storm over near Charleston or west of Becky. 1 inch size tail and less than 50 mile an hour wind gusts. And this one just to west of Cumberland, producing 1 inch size tail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. There is actually a mesoscale discussion. We did just read this out a moment ago. Just to summarise it up, it says the main risk is going to be damaging wind gusts. The probability of a watch is 40%. If we go down here, so there's 750 to 1,000 joules per kilogram of CAPE. If you guys don't know what CAPE is, we actually made a video called "What is CAPE?" Y'all can check that out if you want to. But it does say here with the ample surface heating, so because the sun's been heating up the ground, convection has increased, so there's sort of been an increased risk. So that's why we did get like a slight risk, because there was a bigger risk for storms. A couple of cells are starting to fire up. I think these could become severe. I think the probability of watch probably more like 60%. Let's check up on our camera to see whether this storm is anywhere close to it. I don't think this storm's really a lightning producer. Don't know why the camera's shaking that much. I think that might even be the wind. Let's see how windy is out there today. 5 miles an hour. Whenever the storm comes through, it might be a little bit faster though. We do have a storm in Bogalusa. When it says 10 and 60 mile an hour wind gusts on that. Sorry. I was just getting ready to sneeze then. Sorry. So we did check in with this a little bit a while ago, but we have a flood report in North Baltimore in Ohio, just south of Bowling Green, sorry, and Findlay. I struggled to pronounce that last time, but it says here the Rocky Ford Creek is out of its banks and is flowing over to SR18. That's not good, okay? So if you're North Baltimore, I think it's this river right here is well, burst its banks. Oh, it's out of its banks. Sorry. Sorry. A lot of storms near Cincinnati. Let's see whether this EMA camera, the Warren County, Ohio, Harlan TWP, doesn't have the storm. This is moving. This is looking east southeast at the moment. So a lot of storms in and around Louisville. One of these could be releasing 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Maybe one inch size tail. Um, let's check in with this camera in Columbia, sorry. This storm has been looming over to the left. There should be one moving up pretty soon here. This camera's looking southeast, so that sort of direction. So yeah, if the camera's looking that way, the um, the main storm would be off to the right of the camera. I would think so. Over to the left hand side. Did I say left or did I say right? I'm confused. Yeah, that looks to be the main storm over to the left. Um, just a lot of storms out there. It's pretty much is what I'd say at the moment over in Colombia. I will just do a summary. That's not what I was meant to do. I will just do a summary of today's setup, or yeah, just of today's setup. We've got an enhanced risk of severe weather, which is over in Oklahoma. This is the main threat. I'm actually not sure when that last one to. Let me just check one sec. Um, we just got a new severe thunderstorm warning. I'll just go to that in a sec. Oh, right now, sorry. Just the western Morgantown, 1.25 inch size tail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts. So this is now officially the storm that has been tagged for the most or for the largest hail, with half-dollar sized and also 60 mile an hour wind gusts. But yeah, if we look at our setup today, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather. Places like Wichita going down into Oklahoma, also including Wichita Falls. A slight risk going into from Kansas down into San Angelo, places like Tulsa and Springfield, including this. A lot of portions of East Kansas, Southeast Kansas, East Oklahoma, and also Central South Texas. And the marginal risk goes all the way from the border, going all the way up to Washington. If I actually zoomed out, going all the way from the border and all the way up just to the southwest of New York City, places like Columbus, Topeka, and I not pronounce that right, but going back once again down into the right back down into the Gulf. By the way, I did pronounce that right. But we do have a couple of little flight risks over in Columbus and places like Cincinnati and Maysville. That was a new warning. So just before we continue, this storm over in Columbus just got tagged for 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts. Looks to be no hail falling with this. Maybe very small hail, but not really looking that concerning with hail. 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts, the main concern. And we do also have another slight risk over in Washington, just to the west of Philadelphia, places like Harrisonburg and Charlottesville. Now, the main risk with these storms is going to be the wind risk. 15% is going to be driving the slight risk for both of these areas. Over in Oklahoma, we have, and South Kansas and North Texas, North Central Texas, we have a 30% risk, 30% hatch risk, or I guess what you call it now, significant level 1 intensity. So yeah, wind gusts are going to be one of the main reasons why we have that enhanced risk. Hail as well from the more the first storms that fire up are going to be the hail producers, because then it will sort of turn into a bit more of a line of storms. But these cells are going to be producing. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw baseballs, potentially even a report of larger in isolated spots. So definitely something to keep an eye on. A low risk of hail, not really looking that concerning. Maybe a report of over 1.5 inch sized hail. Maybe we have seen 1 3/4 inch sized hail, a report not so long ago, a little over an hour ago actually. And then the tornado risk, there's actually a tornado risk for today. There's a large 5% moving from south east Kansas, running through Oklahoma and going down into North Texas, while there is likelihood for a couple of tornadoes, maybe even a strong one. Not ruling that out today. And we do also have a 2% risk, maybe an isolated tornado or two. With how things have been going with these storms, I'm going to be leaning to the side where we might only see one, if that. And then tomorrow's risk is going to be interesting. We have gone through that quite a lot. But yeah, we will be posting a short on tomorrow's setup if you guys want to check that out tomorrow. And also we're going to have the one on Friday. That will become a short tomorrow. I will post a short on that. So let's just run through these warnings. This one just east of New Martinsville, producing 1.25 inch sized tail, $half sized tail, and 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts. We have this one just to the west of Grantsville, producing 1 inch sized hail and 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts. Also, lots of storms just to the southwest and west of Washington at the moment. This for me would be the one that becomes severe though. Also, we're having a lot of mini severe weather outbreak. We're not, but we're having a surprisingly active sort of area of severe storms down here. This one in Bogalusa, producing 1 inch sized hail and 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts. This one near just east of Philadelphia, going up to DeKalb. This is probably going to be expanded, going up in places like Macon and I don't know how to pronounce that. Shukalaka. No, Shukalak. So that's definitely wrong. If we move away from that storm, I will not be covering that storm because of that reason. But this storm over in Columbus, 1 inch sized tail, also not 1 inch sized tail, just 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts, 60 miles an hour. And we did just get a severe thunderstorm warning for the storm just east of Louisville, producing 1 inch sized hail and 60 mile-an-hour wind gusts. And I will be covering that storm. I'm not just going to skip that because I don't know how to pronounce it. Let's see, this storm has been creeping up on this camera over the past couple of minutes. Starting to see some light to moderate rains falling. He's got a new warning. No, we didn't. I don't think we did. I think this was one. Oh, sorry, actually, this storm over near Columbus. Oh, no, sorry. No, it's just that one that I couldn't pronounce. That's what we're calling it now. That warning expired. But yeah, we have been watching the storm starting to creep up on Columbia, Missouri. Oh, sorry, not Missouri, jeez. We just got a new warning. We did. Was this a continuation for that storm? Let's see. No, we've got one just to the southwest of Cincinnati in Madison near Vevey. This was warned as it went over Scottsburg, then had a brief period where it wasn't warned. Now it is. 1 inch size tail, 60-mile wind gusts are going to be the main threat. And we just got another warning near West Liberty. 1 inch size tail and 60-mile wind gust. I wouldn't be surprised if this storm, just looking at on it on radar, was potentially producing maybe 1 1/4 inch size tail as it heads once again into West Liberty. We have up to 7 warnings at the moment. I've not checked up on the Morgantown storm for quite a while. This one just west of Cumberland, going into Granville, 1 inch size tail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This one over just east of New Martinsville, producing 1 1/4 inch size tail, $half sized, and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And we've gone through those storms. There's warnings, sorry. Let's check out this view from Hattiesburg. By the way, just to let you guys know, this is not the main risk. The main risk is in a couple of hours, while there is going to be pretty much a severe weather outbreak. That is what it's going to be. Moderate to heavy rain over in the Rock. I don't know why it's called the Rock. It says "Welcome to the Rock," so I presume you say in the Rock. I think that was just this storm. Severe warning just to the east of Philadelphia. Just shrunk a little bit. There's actually a live feed in Philadelphia. Feeling quite nice out there, 86 degrees. I mean, you can see why the storms are developing and how warm it is out there. You can see some explosive echo tops. Actually, just remind ourselves of what the echo tops are at. This one, near DeKalb, reaching nearly 45,000 feet. Actually, take this one in South Hattiesburg, in Mississippi. I can't believe I said Missouri earlier, by the way. Did we get a warning? Yes, we did. This one is a continuation of this one in West Cincinnati. It literally just issued that warning, but I mean, so just east of Pleasant, or pretty much in Pleasant at the moment. 1 inch size tail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. But yeah, so I keep on saying this isn't going to be the main risk, so this is going to be the main risk. We have an enhanced risk of severe storms today in places like South Kansas, Oklahoma, and North Texas. If we take the HRRR model, not NAM3K, let's look at the HRRR. Let's not do that. Okay, finally we've got it working. We don't know about the snowfall. We're gonna have a couple cells. We might see storms just to the east of Tulsa over the next little while. I'll let you just check that on radar in a little bit. But I mean, storms are going to be developing over the next couple hours. I mean, they're just going to explode. Is pretty much the wording. They're going to fire up next couple hours, and it's exploded into major hail storms. Hail's one pretty much the main risk today. Damaging wind gusts whenever it kind of becomes a bit more of a line, and then a tornado, large tornado. You can see anywhere, even in the purples, even the blues, are giving me where your largest hail causes. Obviously, if you're in, I don't know, in Garber, it's not necessarily going to be the hail cause going to be coming through. It's very rough, but we have got strong signs of some large hail out there tomorrow or today. Sorry, geez, keep on getting mixed up with that. But yeah, this was literally just a nice scene out there. But now it's looking like a small hail and some heavy rain out there, with the occasional flash of lightning as this cell goes through. If you're over in Colombia, by the way, a couple more cells starting to fire, coming your way probably. And did we get any warning? Let me check. We didn't. I see. So yeah, we do only have these 8 warnings at the moment, all producing, or most of them producing 1 inch sized hail, and also 60 mile an hour wind gusts. I'm still thinking, this storm should definitely be warned near New Baltimore. I think that should be severe warned. I'm kind of leaning to the not being a severe watch anymore. These storms have sort of fired up and then they've not really got going. If over the next couple of minutes they get going, then a severe watch will probably be issued in the next sort of hour. But I kind of wouldn't be surprised. Maybe a couple severe thunderstorms warnings are issued, but maybe not a severe thunderstorm watch. We do actually have a cell rattling through Washington at the moment, and we've got one coming in not so long either. Oh, another one, sorry. This one just near Louisville, to the east near Shelbyville. 1 inch size hail, 60 mile an hour wind gust. Just to the southwest of Cincinnati at the moment. 60 mile an hour wind gusts and 1 inch sized hail. This one over near Madison, the same thing. 1 inch sized hail and 60 mile an hour wind gust. This storm over near Logan, I still think it should have been warned. And I've thought that for the past 2 hours. Well, not 2 hours, but for about an hour and a half, or however we've been live, however long we've been live. This one 100, or just the northeast of Barrettville. That could be a little bit of rotation. If this continues to be on the uptrend, this could be a tornado warning. I'm not saying that it will be now, but there's some decent rotation on there. Over near Aaron Shaw. I wouldn't rule out, if this continues to uptrend, I wouldn't be ruling out that's not very good. There could be one on the ground. I'm not ruling it out, but that might get tornado warned. This one over near West Cumberland, over near Grantville once again. 1-inch sized hail, 60 mph wind gusts. And somewhere which I didn't think I'd be talking about, places like Columbus, 60 mph, 60 mph wind gusts with 1-inch sized hail. That was correct, wasn't it? 3/4 inch sized hail. This one near DeKalb at the moment, it's actually gone out the warning, so maybe they need to issue a new one. But 60 mph wind gusts here, not really looking too much of a concern. 3/4 of an inch, and that's all the warnings. So this was storming Columbia at the moment. It's really looking like one of those showers, hail showers that you would get this time over here in Britain. That is what it's looking like. I might already need to go get some new water. I've got a really bad sore throat. So I may need some new water. Just check out the storm over in or the Choctaw Emergency Management. Some lovely cells out there at the moment. This one looking most the most interesting at the moment. I could see this potentially being warned. Oh, tornado one, sorry. And I actually do need a water. I've just come to that conclusion. Actually, let's check what that was. I think it was the Louisville storm. But yeah. If there's a tornado warning while I'm gone, you can't really let me know. But I'll see you guys in a couple moments. I'm just gonna go get myself a bottle of water. Oh, what's it you? Do I have to check again? Oh, finally! This storm that was. I've been saying it since Logan. This should be severe warned. I've been saying this for the hour and let me check. Hour and 18 and 48 seconds. 1 hour, 18 and 51 seconds that we've been live. I've been saying that this should be severe warned. And it finally got severe warned. Also some decent kind of rotation there. I'll actually leave it on this storm. And just give me 1 moment to go get myself some water. Okay, we just got our water. Let's check up on these storms. So I'm thinking this storm's kind of dying out, or in terms of the rotation it has. This one's still looking interesting. At least a very broad area of rotation. At the moment, just the south east of Chester Hill. Yeah, back down to 7 alerts or 7 warnings. That's just what it says on Radar Omega, so I said that. But we have been going on over what's happening right now, but we're going to be going on what's going to be happening over the next few hours. We have an enhanced risk of severe weather. Actually, that's what I was going to check. Is there any storms just to the northeast of Tulsa? There is. What's that? Oops. I can't click on that, can I? Jeez. You would think I'd be able to click on it, but I guess we all thought wrong. Right, but yeah, we have an enhanced risk of severe weather today. I'll just run you through the models, or the model, HRR model. Um, there we go. So we're going to have storms just absolutely exploding, that is the right word, over the next couple of hours. You can see anywhere in the purple, even seeing the blues, these are going to be the biggest, or the hail cause. I'm not ruling out a storm producing larger than baseball sized hail. And then as we go later on this evening, mostly a wind risk, maybe a tornado risk, but our risks are going to peak over the next couple of hours. Very, very large hail, what Reed-Timmer would know it as gorilla hail, and potentially even a tornado or two, potentially a large one in today's sort of setup. And then, I mean, as we go into tomorrow, there's a 10% risk of a tornado. HRR doesn't currently go up to that. No, it doesn't. But once it does, we'll most likely show you guys that. So, storm up near Columbus and Aberdeen. Still has a warning on it, but it's going to come out that warning, so. Storm over near Cincinnati. 1 inch size hail, 60 mile an hour wind gust. This one just east of Louisville. 60 mile an hour wind gust and 3/4 inch size hail, or less than that, over near Shelbyville. And this one over near West Liberty has now been issued for 1 3/4 inch sized hail, golf ball sized hail. That's the largest hail that we've seen today in West Liberty. So it's definitely something that you got to watch if from West Liberty. Large hail falling. This one just east of Logan. Or in just east of Nelsonville, or in pretty much in Patton Mills, or in Chester Hill. 1 inch size hail, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. This storm as well to the north of Minington, 1 inch sized hail, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. There's actually a bit of rotation with this. It's looking pretty similar to the coverage that we did on. It really looks similar to I'm gonna have to check the February 19th. That was what this looks similar to. The February 19th tornado coverage that we did. That is what this kind of looks like. Well, one of the storms look like this. Let's see what's going in on our favourite camera. Uh, it is. It literally is. We've been on this camera more than anyone. See, still some light rain falling. Could even be hail, but I don't think it is. And then this is your storm over here. Sorry, it's gonna suck. But yeah, today's risk is just gonna be inside over the next couple hours. It's not started yet, really. Over in the Outclimber area. I don't think we've really got storm initiation. See what Edgar's looking at? Oh, it's not, because he's not actually live. But yeah, we're showing storms just to the northeast of Tulsa at the moment. The H-R. Also some storms just to the east of Springfield. This storm was literally just upgraded to 1 size tail, so golf ball size tail. But now it's been cancelled, or it's just been changed. New warning just to the southwest of Atlanta, also known as what am I saying? In Monticello, 1 inch size tail and 60 mph wind gusts. We just got a new warning. That's a large warning near Beckley, 1 inch size hail. Wind gusts aren't really the main concern with this, though. Less than 50 mph wind gusts. But yeah, if you guys have liked this live stream thus far, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe. Thank you, guys. That was really cringe on there, but we got a 60 mph wind report over in I can't say that right, Shelbyville, 9 minutes ago or 11 minutes ago. You don't normally see this. Normally reports aren't brought in that long. Or normally they take at least like half an hour to come on to radar Amiga. This one's actually coming in 11 minutes. The magnitude is 60 mph wind gust near Shelbyville, and then also it is a National Weather Service employee, and then small branches and with heavy rain, at least 60 mph wind gusts. So it's over in Shelbyville. So it's still going to be producing those 60 mph wind gusts, I'd presume, and then it'll move sort of in the long-term direction of North Frankfort. We were looking for a bit of rotation on this storm. We actually really still are. Literally over Patton Mills at the moment. Could see a tornado warning with this. You can see this with the extruded 3D view. Always a nice view to have of the storm. I think this is going to be producing more than 1 inch size tail or larger than 1 inch size tail. If I'm not going to be lying. This storm as well, I really think it's probably producing, well, it's definitely producing larger than 1 inch size tail. Bit of rotation on this. Very broad, not looking as much as that other storm that we have over near Watford. By the way, the rotation on this radar site, let's get this over. It's kind of impressive. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets tornado warned. But yeah, I do just want to remind you guys that we are still about an hour's out from the main outbreak for today. Let's see how the Washington storms are getting on. How is this not severe warned? Like, I don't. Sometimes I just feel, how is that warned, but then this one isn't? I know. Kind of interesting sometimes. In my opinion, this should be issued for at least 1 inch size tail. But I mean, we've got the storm rattling through southern Washington at the moment as well. So maybe a watch. Right now it's saying 40%. I think it might do, but I mean, what do I know? So no, I'm joking. This storm near Monticello, 1 inch size tail and 60 mph wind gusts. Let's see whether the Columbia camera still has those storms on them. Yeah, that's it in the distance. Okay, here it is. So, the new mesoscale discussion for the Oklahoma threat. Wow, this is not looking good, okay? There's a 95% chance of a tornado watch. 100 to 130 mph tornado risk. 65 to 80 and 2 to 3.5 inch size tail. I mean, this is a big risk. This is definitely a big risk. Pretty much it's 100%. I don't think we're going to see storms for maybe an hour or two. And it's starting to fire up. Also, we just got a new severe thunderstorm watch. Is that this one? I don't know why they just issued a new severe thunderstorm watch and this severe thunderstorm watch. I think it's just an update, but let me just turn off this mesoscale discussion. It's kind of getting in the way. Where's that new warning? Was it this one? I don't think it was. I really just lost it. That's lime sized, by the way. Oh, the predictions. I literally said this should be warned, and it got warned, guys. Maybe I need to get a job for the National Weather Service. No. But this is lime sized hail. I mean, I did tell you that this should probably be a more. This is lime sized hail. Also, tornado possible label. I mean, that's a strong rotation, or decent rotation, should I say? Heading into a water town. It's definitely the most interesting storm that we've had all evening. Have a look, sometimes looking at this is better. And a new warning, a continuation for this storm for West Liberty as it moves east out of West Liberty. But yeah, I can't believe this. I literally said this should be 1 and it got 1, so this will be heading on the south side of Washington. Also, this storm near Beckley just got a continuation or a warning that continued. Just to let you guys know. But yeah, this is by far the biggest storm. We've got a storm producing lime-sized hail, and it's a tornado possible label. We've got strong velocities coming together here. Heading into Watertown. But yeah, this is by far the most considerable storm that we've had so far. Not the one that we're going to see all evening, but this is the main one that we've seen thus far. The rotation has been coming together, sorry. But yeah, this is still our main risk, why there's a 95% chance of a tornado watch. The peak intensity for a tornado is 100 to 130 miles an hour. The peak wind is 65 to 80, and hail 2 to 3.5 inch sized hail. Big storms are expected. Really big storms. We don't really have cameras up there, it's kind of annoying actually. This area in that place like Nashville and Memphis just has like loads of cameras, and pretty much everywhere else is quite limited. A continuation, still got the same tag, 2 inch size tail, 60 mile an hour wind gusts, and a tornado possible label. Bit of rotation on the storm near Fairview, going into Morgantown. The storm in Washington, 1 inch size tail, 60 mile an hour wind gusts. Let's see where this warning is. I think it's going to be one down here. Going in the direction of this camera, which has been pretty much our favourite camera all day. We've been looking at it pretty much non-stop. Just have loads of cells out there, we really do. Lime-sized hail falling, so significant damage at the moment. People and animal outdoors will be injured. Expect hail damage to roofs, sliding windows, or reefs, siding, windows and vehicles. Expect wind damage to roofs and siding and trees. Places like Watertown, Marietta, I would think Williamstown as well, but you're just not in this warning. I would think that you would be getting that, receiving all those impacts as well. We do have this thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm warning just to the west of Eaton, in Monticello, southwest of, or southeast of Atlanta still. 1 inch size hail and 60 mile an hour wind gusts with that storm. Still the most concerning storm going over Watertown at the moment. It's coming up to the hour, 4 o'clock at the moment. Storms are going to be expected right around 5 pm, and then just going to explode into just mammoth hail producers and big hail. And I've already said big hail, and damaging wind gusts, and additionally, big tornadoes are a possibility today. Also, large and violent tornadoes are a possibility today. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Jeez, how did I forget that? How did I forget to do that? Okay. Still the storm in Watford and Watertown. 2-inch sized hail, so lime sized hail, is falling at the moment. But unfortunately, I'm not really going to be able to continue being live for that much longer. It's nearly coming up to 10 o'clock for where I am. But I mean, I'm just going to say it's a big day today. So yeah, mean, I mean, it's going to be a big day. So yeah. It's actually similar to I don't know if you guys remember um the risk on when was it? It's a couple of weeks ago. I think it was like 3 weeks ago. We were live. The 10th of March. The southern mode of storms. For that, so not the moderate risk, the southern mode. I'd kind of expect it to be that in terms of the hail risk. Um, Maybe the wind risk is going to be a bit bigger, and then the tornado risk I think is going to be a bit higher. I'm not comparing it to that, by the way. I'm just saying it. The hail kind of reminds me of that particular day. Dude, I still remember whenever the South Michigan tornado happened on wow, this is estimate the 6th of March, 2026, obviously. Radar Amiga had it as a tornado emergency whenever it wasn't. So, I mean, I didn't know what to do. I was trying to find like an alternative. It's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, still we have a Mesoscale discussion, and pretty much what this is saying there's a 95% chance of a tornado watch. The peak intensity for a tornado at the moment would be 100 to 130 miles an hour, 65 to 80 mile an hour wind gusts, and 2 to 3.5-inch sized hail. So tornadoes and wind gusts and hail are all going to be the biggest threats. I mean, it's going to be a crazy day today. Wow, this is on Munfordville, sorry. It's got a nice little velocity couplet there. But yeah, we'll just quickly go over the risks today. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be live for. Um, um, Unfortunately, it's 10 o'clock where I am, so. But yeah, anyway, I will just go through actually. So, oh, it's got new freaking severe mesoscale discussion. Let me do this first, sorry. And we just got a new severe warning, did we? Okay, I'm losing the plot we didn't. But this is the same So the same tornado probabilities, or the peak intensity, the wind is a little less and the hail's a little less. We got once again a continuation for the storm north of Paintsville, by the way, or east of West Liberty. We just got a new severe thunderstorm warning just south of Salem at the moment. Some larger hail. Sorry about that. We did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning. I guess we didn't. But yeah, so two Mazascar discussions. This one that we went through, and then the 40%. So is this the? I think this is for severe thunderstorm warning, not for a tornado warning. Watch. Oh, actually, might be for a tornado watch. I didn't specifically say. I don't think. About an hour ago, by the way, we did have this report just out of Shelbyville, of 60 mile an hour wind gusts, or 30 minutes ago actually. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna try and round off the stream, um, here. So let's just go through today's risk. We have an enhanced risk, places like Wichita, Oklahoma City, North Texas. Now the main risk, so we have got a large 5% tornado risk. Damaging wind gusts is going to be one of the main risks, and hail. We could see wind gusts reaching up to 90 miles an hour. Hail reaching probably bigger than baseballs. Um, I was trying to think what's after baseballs in the sort of. I was going to say DVD, but that's like 6 inches. Um, But yeah, we can expect bigger than baseball sized hail. Tornadoes, once again, large tornadoes are possible. We do have a sneaky little threat over in the Ohio Valley for a possible tornado. Wind risk will be the concern with those storms in the Ohio Valley. Also, places like Washington and Baltimore, you could see some storms producing wind and hail, a 5% risk. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna most likely see a severe weather outbreak in Oklahoma today. Maybe even a tornado outbreak, I wouldn't be surprised. By the way, we might have a short coming if there is a tornado outbreak. Um, just like a screenshot or something. The storm in Colombia, which has been the camera which we've been coming back to today, all of the time. Not looking too interesting at the moment. But our main storm really is this one producing 2-inch sized hail. At the moment over near Waterford, sorry, and over near Barlow. Did have some rotation not so long ago. Still kind of does. Right, watch this one. Kind of does. But anyway, I'm just going to quickly go through all of the warnings that we have, and then that will probably be a wrap. So we've got this one just east of Bowling Green, also just west of Camp Bellsville. Some rotation here over near Defreeze, and then some hail on this over places like Evie and places like that. We do actually have a storm just south of Radcliffe at the moment, west of Louisville. I actually think a couple of these storms could become severe warned, but they're not. We have the storm just north of Paintsville at the moment, looking to be dying off over the last 10 to 15 minutes. So maybe by the time it gets to Louisa, it'll be mainly just a bit of a weak shower, maybe thunderstorm still. A lot of supercells starting to fire up near Huntington and Winfield, possibly becoming severe. This is our main concern there at the moment. Let me turn that off. Near Waterford in Marietta, Williamstown, Watertown, 2-inch sized hail, and also possibility for a tornado and 60% and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. And we do have this one over near Morganstown, producing 1-inch sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Over near Cheat Lake. This one over near Cumberland could potentially go severe warned. Potentially. This one, which has been the proudest one, because I predicted it pretty well, just to the southwest of Washington. Going to be coming up on Fort Washington not too long. 1-inch sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. Also, there is a severe mesoscale discussion, and there is a 40% probability of a watch. Kind of thinking that there won't be. I mean, there might be. These storms are kind of trending in the right direction, so potentially. This one just to the east of Christiansburg or south of Salem, 1-inch sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. There's actually this storm near Rythville. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets severe warned. Maybe 1-inch sized hail. This one over near Beckley is mainly going to be a wind risk, although it is actually showing some a hail on the a hail risk, 60-mile-an-hour and 1-inch sized hail with that. We with that one, and we do have this storm just to the east or northeast of Baton Rouge at the moment. And if we load, heading up to our favourite Canberra in Colombia, and this is over Bog Lusa at the moment. So yeah, a big severe weather outbreak to come. But if you like my coverage of this, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next video, which will most likely be coming either tonight or tomorrow. I'll catch you all later. Bye bye. 1 second. Okay, actually this time. Bye bye, and I'll see you all in the next one.